Here's what I'll say going into this situation. I am out at a point where, and I full-heartedly believe this, there's either ignorance or there's some type of vendetta that the Bengals just simply do not want to protect Joe Burrow. And, everyone calls them out. Everyone trash talks them. Everyone says what they say about them. But at the end of the day, nothing gets resolved. Nothing gets changed. And the best motto ever is to say that what the Bengals are doing is you buy yourself a brand new Lamborghini, but you have a house in the hood. You have a house in an area where the crime rate is crazy. You know it's just not going to be good. And the second you buy that, someone's going to steal it or break into it or, destroy it in some capacity. And now this offseason, what they did was they got the car wrapped, right? Beautiful wrapping. And they also got brand new wheels. And guess what? Nothing is going to change. You live in the hood. You live in a low, poverty area. You're going to get your car stolen. It is what it is, right? So that's really what it comes down to. And no matter what way we put it or how we try to fix that situation, until they worry about the offensive line and fix the offensive line, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to get fixed. So, and again, Sherman here is going to rip us a new one, and the same concept's going to apply to everyone else that rips us a new one. But the fact is, the Bengals hear this, and they just let it go in one ear and out the other. So, let's go ahead and listen up to what Sherman has to say.
Me to justify what the Bengals have been doing. Joe Burrow is unquestionably one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. Them putting him behind these offensive lines every single year just is mind-boggling for me. In 2020, they were the 29th ranked O-line. In 2021, the 30th. In 2022, the 30th ranked O-line. 2023, the 27th ranked O-line. 2024, 32nd ranked O-line. And last year, the 28th ranked offensive line. So I don't understand. You pay Jamar Chase, you pay T. Higgins, rightfully so, but what does it matter if your franchise quarterback isn't going to be out there? You got Joe Burrow for a reason. You're not going to protect him. You know he gets beat up. He isn't the most durable guy in the world, and you don't do enough to protect him. The injuries he's had, torn ligament in your wrist, turf toe, MCL sprain, torn ACL, MCL, PCL, those aren't like, hey, man, he's not working out enough. He's not stretching good enough. Those are just unfortunate injuries that happen in this physical, violent sport and happen especially when your offensive line is one of the worst.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. It's frustrating. It really is frustrating at the end of the day, but I say there's only three ways. It's either they're ignorant, right? Just stupid to be stupid. Or they're vindictive or malicious. They're doing this to prove a point that I don't know if they just, again, it feels like they just hate Joe Burrow at this point. Or number three, the third reason why this would make sense is that they are going based on principle and value. And we've heard Zach Taylor say it before, and he'll probably say it a million more times. They got to the Super Bowl with this philosophy of not spending all the resources on the offensive line and protecting Joe Burrow. And they truly believe that they can do it again. Now, that does kind of go into the, ignorance, idiot type vibe, right? Obviously, because if you think you're going to get to the Super Bowl without protecting your quarterback, well, you got another thing coming, especially when the history has proven it's not working and it's constantly a mistake trying to do it. But again, it's one of those things where I don't understand. Every single analyst, every single publication, they all trash the Bengals for this same exact reason. And it's not like they don't hear it. Obviously, they hear it. But they act like all it is hater speak. I don't understand how this could forever be this factor. No matter what, they always act like, oh yeah, we're getting trashed because of offensive line play. That they're just haters. They don't like us, and that's why they're trashing us. No, it needs to be fixed. But at the end of the day, I am losing faith in this when it comes to this getting fixed. And we're at a point now where it's we fired Frank Pollock after 5 years. It took us 5 years to fire Frank Pollock. It took us, forever, pretty much, it feels like, to even work on this offensive line in any capacity. But we finally do. We finally fire Frank Pollock. And then next second later, we're right back in the same situation because we're not trying to completely fix it. It's like we're trying to put Band-Aids over a problem, and the problem is an open wound, right? It's like someone shoots you in the arm, and you have a gigantic wound on your arm, and then someone comes up and says, oh, hey, you need a Band-Aid for that? Like, yeah, that would be nice. Like, that's obvious. Like, that's how it feels, though. It feels like we have a gigantic wound on our arm. We've been shot, and our response is, well, it's probably a good idea to put a Band-Aid on it. Like, but it's frustrating, man. It is absolutely frustrating. But until the Bengals, I guess, again, that's why we say you have to gut it. You have to go from the top bottom. You got to take out. Okay, that sounds wrong. You have to get rid of, fire Duke Tobin. You got to fire Zach Taylor. You got to fire top to bottom, and then you have to just replace with a complete new management, a complete new front office. And until you do that, you're just not going to see any difference because, again, it's either ignorance, it's malicious, it's just willingly ignorant, like you're purposely trying to act like you're stupid just to, not have to. Again, like I said, it's like I'm a loss for words because I, at this point, can't even understand why this is still a thing. But for whatever reason, it is still a thing, and it's going to be still a thing until we finally make the move and get rid of Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin. And I think somebody said in one of my videos recently, they said, Zach Taylor's not a bad coach. He's a bad offensive play caller. And here's how I look at that sentence. A good coach would understand that they're a bad play caller, and they would give up play calling to somebody else. A good coach would understand that they're not fit to be the play caller, and they would give that up. The fact that Zach Taylor is not giving up play calling and refuses to and keeps trying to say that he's the best for this team shows he's not a good coach. Okay, Zach Taylor has a lot of great qualities about him. I believe he is a good leader. I believe he is a good political figure. And if he ever wanted to run for politics, I think that he would definitely get some votes. Just based on the fact of he's very good at saying candid answers. He's really good at saying a lot to say nothing, pretty much. But at the end of the day, if he's a good coach, he would give up play calling. He would understand, hey, this is not working and this is not a good thing. I should give this up because this would be better for the team. Sometimes it sucks, but you have to put the team first, and giving up play calling is putting the team first. And that's something that he has not done. I believe it's because of his ego. I believe he doesn't want to give it up because his ego wouldn't allow him to, and he wants to always feel like he's in control and he's the top dog. Anyway, though, it is what it is. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.